Burner's kicked in. Okay. Alright, g'day, hi, and welcome. Okay, so I've replaced my triggers here. I just reused the trigger retainer here that was already on it. This one has a 10mm locking nut. I like these ones. These ones are pretty good. The newer ones, we'll see how well they hold up, because these aren't lock nuts, and I didn't put any Loctite on them. And let's have a look at this one here. So we replaced this one here. I replaced everything because this wasn't the proper size trigger. This is for like a 280. Kind of mangled it a bit taking it off. This was a real pain in the butt to take off. Required that tool, that tool, that tool, and this. So this one was starting to make me mad, as you can see. But I'll keep this as a spare part. Never throw away parts. It's still good. It's just I use this on this one. So that's the second trigger that strap has. And this is the third trigger that this strap has. Now, I don't know how many catches on this specific track. My reigning champion, which is out in the field right now, that trap, I can identify it because I didn't get a chance to dye it properly, so it kind of stands out. And that one has like 8 kills on it. So, but most of these traps probably have 3, 4, 5 kills on each one. Sometimes a trigger like this, I'll show you what happens. This is the trigger wire that's in there. Okay, so what you can see where it's going to break. If you can see that's what's in here, is this here, and you can see how it breaks over time. So whenever you set your trigger to desired, some people like them round, some people like them jade shaped. There's quite a few different. I tend to like this because it does allow smaller things to get through the center that I don't want. You'd be surprised what would fit through that. But unfortunately, you can see how much shorter this trigger is. And this I don't like at all, because a lot of stuff can go there and result in a bad capture. So I had to use that in a quick fix on that one and on that one. And all my other traps are still good. Now, I didn't replace any of the dogs yet. I think I'm going to do, see, like this one. This one's still the original. Is that the original? Or no, sorry, I just replaced that, sorry. Yeah, so I just replaced the wire, but that's the original. And this is the original dog. So I don't know how many captures I got on that trap. These are brand spanking dandy new. They're not even waxed yet. For this season, I'm not going to worry about it. Beavers aren't that particular about it, but it's a good idea to have them waxed and dyed. These are still waxed and dyed from the last time I used them. So let's have a look at the dog. Oop. The dog's in an oddball spot. Okay, it's jammed. Okay, I ain't moving that thing. It's jammed between the spring. Okay, but you know, you can just kind of put your hand on them. If they feel really, really smooth or rounded there, you probably should replace them. There are different. Everybody has when it comes to trapping, everybody has their thing that they do, and it's either, no, you do it this way, you replace them after every capture. Some people will take it to that excess. They're not that expensive, but I think that's a little excessive. Others will, you know, replace them every season. The wire, the trigger, wire holder trigger, and then the dog. This is again the dog with the grooves in it. Yeah, so like that there. So this one, yeah, I don't know. I'm probably going to be replacing this one. But I'll take them out and I'll set them and I'll see. And when I get them out, a lot of times you'll set them in the house and they set fine. But when you get outside, when they get the jaw gets a little bit damp or something, when you go to set them, they're just like, they just won't set. And at that point, it's time to replace them. There's also a safety element to that too. So these are the new dogs here. We'll have a look at a new one. So I got, how many do I got in there? It should be 8. It's 2 per. 2 per. Okay, so Oh, there's 3. Holy smokes. 3, 6. Oh, they gave me a way more than I... Oh, okay, I thought I was only getting 8 of these. I got 3 per pack. They were supposed to give me 4 packs, but... Yeah. My order's kind of weird here. And then these are the... These are... Okay, these are just 8. Yeah, okay, so those go back in there. These are the little screws. I don't know if I like that little screw setup. I think I like that setup better. So if anybody from Belisle's watching, sometimes I have people from the Belisle traps watch my channel. And I was corresponding to one guy for a good while. I think he was like the manager of it, or the, you know, like the creator of it. And he was an interesting guy to talk to. But if they want a little constructive criticism, I don't know what generation this is about. This trap's probably about 10 years old, 2009, circa 2009, around that. And this little kind of like stud with the lock nut, I think I like that better. But that said, I haven't tried these guys yet with the threaded in. We'll see. Hopefully, we'll see if the screw stays in or the bolt stays in. So if this bolt stays in, not a problem. I don't really like my fingers there. So I tighten that down. You can see how it kind of grooves along for the wire. How am I doing for time here? Oh yeah, I'm doing good. So it grooves along for the wire, so that holds it there, and you can see the slot there for the dog. So maybe I might replace that dog. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But anyway, that's 8 traps ready to go. Once I finish this one, and yeah, so I'll get that trigger in there, and then yeah, there we go, ready to go. All right, so hopefully that explains how they work, and yeah, there we go. And this was a 10mm, and these little guys here require a slotted or a Phillips, or sorry, Robertson. Not Robertson. Yeah, Robertson or a Stanley. So Robertson and a Stanley. You can get away with both on that one. So square and slotted. All right, there we go. So I'll get this one fixed up. Preset this one. And then tomorrow, if I have time, I'll get some of these traps out. Yeah, we're almost January 1st. So my goal was more like around January 2nd or something like that to get the traps in. You know, might as well catch the furs when the furs are like the best. So, but I'm looking forward to using these brand dandy new ones here. Again, all my traps are Belisle. Just it's what's in my area. Now, I really like them. So there we go. Yeah, there we go.